Welcome back, everyone, to Give Me a Tale, a series of book talks about animals here at Clark County Public Library. It's Miss Alyssa once again, and I'm glad you came back. So, let's shake a tail and get right into it. So, our animal for today is parrots. All right, so let's learn a bit more about these animals. Let's fly through some facts about parrots. So parrots actually cover a very broad order of birds of about 398 species, almost 400 different kinds of birds. Parrots have some distinct features. They tend to have a curved beak, an upright stance, strong legs, and zygodactyl, four-toed, feet, as the parrot in our picture clearly shows. Parrots are some of the most intelligent birds out there. They can often learn to recognize objects or imitate words and sounds. So, let's listen for the call of the parrot as we look at some books that are about them. Memoirs of a Parrot by Devin Skilling is a funny story about a snarky parrot that calls himself Brock, although he probably pronounces it a bit more like Brock. If you're looking for a good laugh, this is a very good choice. From his beginnings in a pet store to being taken home by a human named Todd, Brock finds something to complain about wherever he goes. It doesn't help that neither he nor Todd try to speak the other's language, and it easily leads to misunderstandings and frustration. However, when things are at their worst, will they find a way to compromise? Overall, a story about two different people coming to understand each other with fun, cartoony illustrations. This is an excellent choice as long as you don't mind some complaints along the way, mainly from the bird. Ever heard a sound that you liked so much that you just had to repeat it? Or a word that you just had to repeat over and over? Well, that's practically Harold's specialty in Harold Finds a Voice by Courtney Dickmas. A parrot named Harold loves mimicking and repeating all of the sounds in the apartment he calls home. And when he ventures out into the city, he finds even more sounds and voices that ring in his ears. But it makes him wonder, what does his own voice sound like? This colorful story, both in visuals and words, pretty much demands you look at the pages and read along to discover all the sounds you can make. Have fun mimicking all the sounds of the city, and smile when Harold finally finds his own voice. It's a tale that'll surely tickle your senses. We've all heard of bird brains, and it's generally not a nice thing to say about someone. But are birds really as dumb as that phrase implies? Well, a researcher named Irene decided to find out with a parrot named Alex, as told in the book Alex the Parrot, No Ordinary Bird by Stephanie Spinner. With colorful illustrations helping make the point, this book tells about the life of Alex, short for Avian Learning Experiment, a bird who helped change research on birds by proving that birds could learn, despite the fact that birds shouldn't have the brain power to do so. In addition to that, this is also the story of the bond between Alex and his researcher/owner, Irene, and how they came to care for each other. This is a bit more wordy than other books that have been suggested before this, but if you want a sweet and true tale about a parrot that helped open people's eyes to new possibilities, then this is quite literally the bird in the hand. If you're looking for a quick and simple guide to parrot facts, then Parrots, Colorful Birds by Fran Howard might be the right choice for you. Every single turn of the page portrays a different kind of parrot, and all the variety of colors and sizes they come in. as it tells you all the basics about parrots, from appearance to where they live to even what they're like as chicks. All of the information you want is summed up in easy to read paragraphs. For young readers, it may be one of the best options for factual information. Plus, there's even instructions for an activity that helps you see just how strong parrots are to be able to crack nuts. This book may be short and sweet with its information, but if you want the facts on parrots and see how different they can look, this is an excellent guide for you to check out. Well, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully, I've shared something that you won't just let fly by, and I hope that you get to check it out. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. See ya!